This is Master Theory Lesson 7. We're going to talk about the measure. Music is divided into measures by using bar lines. Bar lines or measure lines, whatever you call it. The distance between any two bar lines is called a measure. So the space here between two bars are measures. When any part of the music is completed, we use a double bar. This is double bar indicating. Now, there are two kinds of double bars. If you see one looking just equal thickness, that means it's an end of a section. But if you see double bar lines like this, one is thinner and the other one is thicker, that means that's the very end of the song. So here we go. Let's do some exercise. Number 1, how many bar lines are there in the step above? Let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that space, the space is the measure, remember? So there are not lines. And the bar lines they're asking is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 bar lines. You may be asking, how about this double bar? Well, double bar is double bar. They are not bar lines. So, number 2, how many measures are there in the step above? We just count the measures. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw the triple cloud sign. So here, when you answer questions, always kind of underline each important direction, because sometimes they ask you to do many things in the same sentence. So draw the triple cloud sign on the step below and divide it into 4 equal measures. And then place a double bar at the end. Here we go. So draw the triple cloud sign. We already done that before. Make sure you draw better and better. Now divide it into 4 equal measures. So the usual way that looks beautiful is you cut a measure line in the middle, a bar line in the middle, and then you divide the other 2 spaces, which is becoming 4 measures. So, and then place a double bar at the end. So I'm going to do a double bar. I'm going to draw a straight line. And then a thin one like this. That means you finished it. Make sure you cover well. Try not to be messy. Number 4, draw a triple clef sign. Divide the step into 8 measures. And then place a double bar at the end. Place 1 whole note in each measure. So the way you do, first, draw a triple clef sign. And then divide the stuff into 8 measures. So the way, if you want to do it equally and nicely, you're going to cut again halfway and then another half. Now you have 4. Now in each quarter, you're going to put another line. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equal measures. Then add a double bar line in the end. Very nice. Number 4, below, draw a bass clef sign. Divide the step into 8 measures again. Place a double bar at the end. Place 2 half note in each measure. So first step, we're going to draw a bass clef. And then divide it to 8 equal measures. So again, we're going to divide it sort of in the middle, and middle of the middle, middle of each middle. How about that? Here we go. We have 8 measures and then double bar lines. Oh, I just forgot something. So here, And question 4, we forgot to putting a whole note in each measure. So now we're gonna do it. Yeah, I always come back to check. So we can do random whole note. Remember the whole note needs to be either on a line or space. Just make sure don't draw this. That's too big. You see that people couldn't tell if you're drawing an F or an E because it's just too big. So make sure if it's a space note, you squeeze in between the lines. And then, okay, the bottom one, just place 2 half notes. So I want the 2 half notes. Okay, my notes are above the third line, so the stems are going down on the left. Here, I got lower notes, so my stems go up on the right. Third line, stems go down on the left. Fifth line, stems go down on the left. A, the stems go up because the notes are low. I can do a little different ways. All right. That's the end of lesson 7. Lesson 8, time signatures. So at the beginning of every piece of music, there's a time signature. There are 2 numbers placed. One is above and one is on the bottom, looking like this. The upper number tells us the number of beats in a measure. So when the top number says 2, it means there are 2 beats in each measure. If it says 3, it means there are 3 beats in each measure. If you have 4, that means there are 4 beats in each measure. In the lower note, the lower number tells us the kind of a note that gets 1 beat. So if you have a 4, that means a quarter note gets 1 beat. If you have 2, that means a half note gets 1 beat. If you have an 8, that means an eighth note. We'll learn about that. All right, exercise 1. How many beats are there in each measure of 4/4? So when you see how many, that means you need to look at the top number. So the answer will be 4. Number 2, how many beats are there in each measure of 2/4? How many? So the answer is 2. 3, how many beats are there in each measure of 3/4? So the answer is 3. 4, what note receive 1 beat in 3/4? Remember 3/4, the bottom is what kind of note receive the beat. So the answer will be quarter note, which is 1 count quarter note. Or you can write it like that. But usually when you answer a music theory question, you will need to write the words. Number 5, what notes receive 1 beat in 4/4? So again, what kind of note? So it's quarter note. Number 5, what notes receive 1 beat in 2/4? And still 4, so the answers are the same. All right, lesson 8 is done. Lesson 9, note values. So every note in music receives a certain number of beats. So the lower number in the time signature determines the value of each note. So when the lower number of the time signature is 4, that means the quarter note will receive 1 count, 1 beat. The half note will receive 2 beats and the whole notes will receive 4 beats. So when we counted, if you have example 1, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you count the second one, You can count it 1, 2, 3, 4. And the notes are continue for 2 beats each. When you count whole note, you'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just gonna hold a note for 4 beats. So let's do some exercise. Practice counting the following exercise aloud while tapping each beat with your foot evenly and steadily. Don't forget about the dash between the numbers. So you probably have noticed when you have half note, they say 1 connect 2 means you have 2 beats total. And when you have whole note, you connect each number because they are total of 4 beats. So here, number 1 here, we're gonna clap and count. So I'm gonna clap the notes and then count the number. Ready? So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. The next one is write the beat under each note in the following exercise. So here we go. We have half note. So half note has 2 counts in 4/4. So we're gonna write 1-2, 3-4, and this one's whole note. So it's 1-2-3-4. Next one, whole note again. So 1, 2, 3, and continue. And this will be 1-2, 3-4. Next question. Draw the missing bar lines in the following exercise and write the beats. So here, you're gonna look at the beginning and find out what kind of time signature it has. So in this case, you have 4/4. That means you have 4 quarter notes for each measure, supposedly. So the first note has 4 beats, right? So you're gonna write 1, 2, 3, 4 bar line. Next one, 1, 2, 3, 4 bar line. Oh, and then we have half note. So 1-2, 3-4 bar line. And a new measure again. So we count from 1, 2, and then 3-4. That's the end of lesson 9. Lesson 10 review. So we're going to go through this page. I hope you have written all of them before you watch this part of the video, so you can totally pause it and you can come back to this later after you finish this page. So number 1, write a beat under each note in example 1 and 2. Count aloud, sing the letter names or symbols. So you will need to sing the symbols and write a beat. So I am gonna do both. I'm just write out both, and you will know what to sing. It will be the best you actually sing along with it and actually don't look at the letter. That means you're very good at notes reading. But I'm gonna write it for now. So it's A, G, F, G, A, G, G, A, G, F. The note will be 1, 2, and the beats, I'm sorry, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3-4, because it's half note. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1-2-3-4. Number 2. It's bass clef. So the first note is C, and then B, A, G, A, B, C, E, C, So the beats are 1-2, 3, because there are only 3 quarter notes in each measure, quarter beat. So 1-2, and then 3. And then 1, 2, 3, then 1, second beat connect to the third beat. Next one, draw in the missing bar lines, then write the beats. So missing bar line is basically asking you if you know how many beats should be in one measure. So here you look at 4/4, and knowing you have to have 4 quarter beats in each measure. So you can count like this: 1, 2, oopsie, 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Here you can put a bar line, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar line, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Another bar line, and the whole note, so it's 1-2-3-4. Same thing in the next, but it's 2/4. So this time you have to put 2 notes in each measure. Sorry. And so every 2 beats, 1, 2, dash, 1, dash, 2, and then 1, 2, and then 1, dash, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, dash, 2, 1, dash, 2, because they are half notes. Number 5. Place the correct time signature in example 5 and 6 in the write the beat count tab scene. So here you have 1, you have 4 on the bottom, so quarter note is still 1 beat. So we count 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's bar line, so it must be 3 on the top. Again, 1, 2, 3. Single note, so no dash. 1, second beat, dash, third beat. Next question. So here we have 1, 2, and then 3-4. So you have total of 4 quarter notes here. So I'm gonna write a 4 here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1-2, 3-4. 7. Use quarter or half note or whole note to fill in each measure. Then write a beat and count the time. So here you have 2, 4. So I'm gonna just write random. You're gonna compose a little bit. So I'm gonna do a half note. Whole note wouldn't fit in this line because whole note has 4 beats, so you cannot have whole note for sure. So if I write a half note, I'm gonna count 1, 2, and then some quarter notes. So 1, 2, and then some more quarter notes. 1, 2, and then maybe a half note. 1-2, and then do a little jump. 1, 2, and then half note. So 1-2. You can totally compose yourself. Just make sure the beats writing are correct. Number 8, 4/4. So it becomes a little crowded. I'm gonna try 2 half notes, same as on the left. So it's gonna be 1-2, 3-4, and then some quarter and a half note. 1, 2-3, 4. And then I'm gonna do a whole note. Yay, 1-2-3-4. You can do another hono. 1-2-3-4. Some half note here. 1-2-3-4. And then G, C. I'm gonna, oops. So 1-2-3-4. That's the complete writing of lesson 10. I'll see you in the next video.